Hi guys, GameTalk Ajax Utrecht. Sahbi, first loss of the season.
Yep.
It was a pretty rough one to take, to be honest, because I don't think we deserved to lose. I don't know how you saw that game.
No, we didn't. We shouldn't have lost this game. I mean, we played a decent game, but it was a collective failure.
Why was it a collective failure? And if we shouldn't have lost that game, why did we lose that game?
Well, we started quite okay, but we saw already the tactic of Utrecht. They played really compact. There wasn't a lot of space between the lines of Utrecht, so we had to depend on certain players to create some chances. And
But we did create
we
chances.
did. That's what I wanted to say. We did create some chances. We had Haller. I don't know what happened to him since the game against Sporting. He was excellent in that game, but then he wasn't the same anymore.
Are we talking about his game level or are we talking about his chances?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, the link-up wasn't that great, but he had a clear-cut chance from the pass that came from Tadic. Yeah, I mean, even my grandma could make that goal. Everybody could have made that goal. And
should we be that harsh?
of course, it should have been between the posts.
Yeah.
At least between the posts, but no, it wasn't. The ball didn't get in. The keeper didn't have to do anything. So yeah, I mean, we're talking about a first team striker, Haller, 22 million. I won't keep on telling people that it's the price, etc. to 22 million. So he should be top striker, but he should at least have a shot between the posts. He didn't. Neres, he had a pretty bad game, if I may say so. He had also a chance in the first half with a nice tactics from the team, like one touch football.
I think Berghuis gave the ball to him also.
Yeah, and Haller gave the ball, or Berghuis, at least
one of the two.
Well, they both were involved.
Yeah,
but
he should have shot that.
We blew it in the first half. We should have scored, and from that point, Utrecht had to come. So it wasn't their advantage. 0-0 first half. We tried to press. The tempo of the game was very low, so it was easy for Utrecht to defend. Second half, we started a bit better. I think Ten Hag really tried to motivate players to keep the ball tempo high, and
he made some early changes.
He made some early changes, which we were not used to it, but the changes were quite okay. Although, I mean, why should Blind get in for Nico? I think Nico played a decent game. He was attacking-wise, he did good. Defensive-wise, he did great. So why substitute him? I do understand Anthony for Neres. It's an obvious substitution. But Klaassen, I didn't get that as well. Did you?
What do you mean you didn't get that?
Well, I mean, Klaassen is a typical number 10.
Yeah.
So Berghuis didn't really play a great game, so you could have substituted him instead of...
I understand, but on the other hand, maybe Ten Hag was thinking Gravenberch doesn't have a good game either, and he has a yellow card.
Yeah, you can. I mean, I would have substituted Gravenberch as well, but not for Klaassen.
Oh, okay.
You could include. You could substitute Kudus or even Taylor for that matter. But Klaassen is a substitution for Berghuis. That's it. Okay. And now, we blew it away.
But maybe he wants to play more attacking to make that goal?
Yeah, but I mean, we could do that with other players as well, right? I mean, Kudus could have played as well.
You have a problem with Klaassen being used as another position than the number 10?
Yeah, because it's not his position. And I mean, perhaps Ten Hag wanted to play with two attacking midfielders. That's possible, but we could not see that in the game. We saw that once Berghuis went to attack, Klaassen dropped, and vice versa. So I would rather have Kudus playing that position than the Klaassen and Berghuis. Yeah, it wasn't his game today. So then he should have brought in Kudus.
He brought Darami as well. What do you think of his performance?
He had some bad luck. I mean, and some bad choices. He came in. He tried to attack. He tried to.
But don't you think he brought some new energy in the team?
At the beginning, yeah, definitely. I mean, once he got the ball, he tried to get up front. He tried to make some decent attacks on the left side. But his bad choices were like, for example, once he had to pass in certain occasions.
That chance that he shot.
Yeah, but there were
that was
multiple.
over.
There were multiple.
Okay.
Ones.
Yeah.
So it was a collective failure, and once we conceded the goal, it was it was over basically.
The goal that we conceded. Is there anything we can blame ourselves for that one?
Well,
or is it just pure, like you said at the start of this talk, like bad luck?
You can say bad luck. I mean, we lost the ball at a moment where the majority of Ajax players were
in attacking position. Yeah.
So it was a natural counterattack, and we all know how counterattacks are against Ajax. Those are quite easy for the opponent to create those chances from that point. And it was a nice shot, even though I thought Pasveer could have had it.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think he could have had it. I don't blame him for the goal, but he could have done something.
It was quite in the corner, to be honest.
Yeah, but he was a bit up front in his goal. So, and his dive was too late, in my opinion. But okay, it could happen. And then Ten Hag played all or nothing. I mean, he brought out Martinez for Danilo. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing changed.
Can we blame Ten Hag for something, or did he do everything he can to make this work for us?
He did something. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Normally, in the past, he would have waited until the 80th minute and then made some lousy substitution. Now he tried to create an impact by changing 3 at once in an earlier stage, and that's okay. The way he substituted, that's a different story, but that he did something.
Are you referring still to the class substitution?
Exactly.
But apart from class, everything else was okay with you?
Well, I wouldn't substitute Blind for Nico.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you said that.
So, I mean, that's the only thing that I could say against Ten Hag. But the fact that he did something, it's already a plus for me.
Yeah, so coming again, it's bad luck. If you think about it, we should have won this game.
Yeah, we should have won this game. We didn't play that bad. The tempo was low, but we didn't play that bad. Utrecht had one chance. In the first half, due to that error from Gravenberg, they created almost a chance, and there was a chance from Silla where Alvarez did the necessary to stop him, but then they did nothing. Second half, the same. They created nothing. They only had a chance from the counter-attack, and they scored. So their mission is accomplished. Ours didn't, unfortunately.
Look, we've had a really good run since the last international break. Now we're heading to another international break. Just unfortunate that we just lost this game because we were on a roll and everybody is very excited about Ajax this season. Is this I mean, it's never good to lose, so don't forgive me for asking this question, but is this something that we needed to, keep ourselves motivated and sharp going into the rest of the season?
No, of course not. I mean, we were playing against Utrecht. It's one of our
main rivals.
Main rival clubs. I mean, I would rather trust them instead of losing them with 1-0. And I think it's a shitty thing that we lost right before the international break, because that feeling will remain for the upcoming, I think, 1.5 or 2 weeks. And that's shit, man. I really hate that feeling. So that's something that we'll see as a burden for the time being.
All right. So again, looking at not only today, but looking at the rest of the games we played recently.
Yeah.
What's the most important thing we have to learn from this?
First thing is never substitute Anthony when he's in form.
You mean from the start?
From the start. I mean, I was a bit flabbergasted. You have a player who is playing excellent in the previous games. Why put him on a bench? Especially right before the international break. Why put him on a bench? Yeah. I think that's one thing that I could blame indeed Ten Hag for. Mazraoui with Anthony, always playing great in the previous games. This game we've seen Neres, and all the attacks were on the left side, which is a bit odd. So I think Neres tried his best, but he's not at Anthony's level at this moment. Yeah. And he should have started with Anthony at the beginning.
Last thing, earlier this week we had Besiktas. We could have won much greater than 2-0, but we won. And we were talking and we said, you know what, at the end of the day, it's about winning. And we won, but it could have been more. Yeah. Even Ten Hag said first half could have been 4-0. Yeah. Is this now haunting us right now? Is this basically the biggest clue right now that, look, the chances that we get, if we don't make them, this can happen?
Exactly.
Is that basically the conclusion?
We should be more clinical, indeed. I mean, our gameplay wasn't that great. Well, we played decent, but we should have scored at least 1 or 2 in the first half, and then it's up to the opponent to come. And that's how we create space and create more chances to score. Now we had to push ourselves every time to score that goal. I mean, did you see the second half with a chance from Haller and Tadic, that keeper that made those three saves
in a row?
That's what I'm talking about. It's just bad luck. In normal situations, we should have scored that goal. Bad luck. We need to score more in the first half. But as I said, collective failure, and on to the next game. Unfortunately, in about 1.5 or 2 weeks. So we're stuck with this feeling.